In this forecast, severe weather will be possible across North Texas several times this week. There is also a chance for storms later today. Here's the latest on that situation. And a strong cold front will cool down North Texas this weekend. All of that and more is coming right up. This is North Texas Weather Center with your latest 4-minute forecast. And temperatures out there this morning, we are again mild out there. Many of us starting out in the low to mid 70s across the area. Temperatures by this afternoon will all warm up in the Metroplex to the mid 90s. Back out to the west, low mid 100s. So it'll be very hot out there. There's a chance the cap will break this afternoon, which may translate to a couple of showers or storms. A very similar situation to what we saw yesterday. Again, not guaranteed, but if a storm does develop, it may become severe. Isolated damaging winds would be a main concern if a storm is able to break the cap and become severe. So just keep that in mind. All of this will be primarily west of I-35 this afternoon. Take a look at the future radar for today. Again, this is worst case scenario. So around 6 o'clock, you can see some showers and storms may develop back out to the west, primarily near Wichita Falls, as well as maybe Abilene and Brownwood. Eventually by 7 to 8 o'clock, most of this will just start to fizzle out. Daylight heating expires, and we'll not see anything in the Metroplex tonight. So we'll stay dry in the Metroplex overall, but there's a chance for some severe weather on Friday across almost all of North Texas. I mean, everyone's included, and at least a marginal threat for severe weather. The main threat being maybe some damaging wind gusts, and also large to very large hail may be possible. As of right now, this got downgraded from a slight risk to a marginal risk, and there's a good reason for that. The cap is a big question mark on Friday, and this will be a big factor on whether we will see storms or we won't see storms. So you can kind of see this is a look at the cap. Any of these reds, yellows, basically any color besides white or gray is going to represent a pretty strong cap. So eventually by late Friday afternoon and going to the evening hours, very little areas have basically no cap at that point. So there's a possibility that we just don't see storms at all, but there's also a chance that we see several severe thunderstorms, which this is just one computer model showing that there may be several storms that might develop and blow up into supercells. Now, main threat again being large hail, but also damaging winds may be possible. An isolated tornado may exist, but it looks like the shear will be fairly weak. But again, this is not a guarantee. So unfortunately, we don't really see any guarantees in rains over the next couple of days. But there's a good big pattern change coming this upcoming weekend, which we might see widespread beneficial rain going into next week. This is just the first of several. A dip in the jet stream may bring basically a trough to our region, and this may bring the potential for some showers and storms this weekend. And eventually going to next week, a little cutoff low may bring us even more rain. And this could also bring the potential for some severe storms next week. It looks like it'll be a positively tilted trough, so I'm not expecting this to probably bring much in terms of severe weather, but it's an isolated threat at this point for maybe sometime next week. But again, that'll be something to really watch next week, is that potential for some severe storms, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. Take a look at the temperatures going into Saturday. We'll actually be in the 90s and 100s, but this is something to keep in mind. A cold front will come through going to Sunday morning. Temperatures when you wake up on Sunday, Sherman might only be 49 degrees. It might be chilly. You might need a fleece jacket, and I'm not gonna lie to you, you might need to bundle up because it might get a little bit chilly out there for some of us. But again, late Sunday, I mean, we're actually only gonna warm up into the upper 60s and low 70s. So Sunday will be a fantastic day. Make sure you get outdoors basically weather permitting, because there's actually a chance for some showers and storms. But again, it might be a pretty nice day on Sunday if you have any outdoor plans, exception being the maybe potential for some rain. Take a look at the temperatures heading into tomorrow morning. We'll be in the low to mid 70s. Again, very similar to today. Again, by the afternoon hours, we'll be in the mid to upper 90s and low 100s back in central Texas. Let's take a look at your latest North Texas Weather Center 7-day forecast. And again, the big change to the 7-day forecast for those that have any plans on Saturday. Obviously, Saturday is usually a busy day. I've changed the temperature from 80 to 94. The cold front will not arrive, it looks like, until Sunday morning. So Sunday will likely be only in the upper 60s and low 70s. Eventually by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, it looks like we might stay relatively normal for this time of the year in terms of temperatures. Our average high, again, just a reminder, is about 82 degrees for this time of the year. By the way, storm chances existing throughout all of next week, it looks like, at least up until next Wednesday. This forecast is brought to you by Platinum Contracting, All Tents Repair, and the Dashner Law Firm.